to my channel. I am Achal and today we are diving into a topic that is on every CAT aspirant's mind right now. How to crack CAT 2024 with 99 plus percentile. Since it is just 3 months to go, it sounds tough, right? But at the end of this video, you will have 15 actionable tips to crack CAT 2024 with that dream percentile. So, if you are someone starting your preparation from scratch or looking to fine-tune your strategy, just stick around. This video will be divided in 5 sections. Let's start with the first section, that is strategy and planning. Your overall strategy is the most crucial aspect because CAT isn't just a test of knowledge, but it is also a test of your strategy and time management. So, tip number 1, analyze your strengths and weaknesses. The first thing you need to do is analyze where you currently stand. Take a couple of days to analyze your performance across various sections. If you are already scoring well in a section, that is very good, but you should not neglect it. You should try to maintain it and boost it further. At the same time, you also need to work on your weaker section to bring the scores to a competitive level. Tip number 2, set realistic and achievable goals. Since it is just 3 months to go, it is important to have achievable and very realistic goals. So start setting monthly and weekly targets. For example, in the first month, you should focus on covering all the basics. While in the second month, the idea should be practicing and taking mock test. And in the third month, along with taking mock test, you should be taking revisions and refining your strategy. Before moving on to the next tip, I would like to tell you about a resource that will help you in cracking CAT and applying those 15 tips in real life. And that is nothing but PW's MBA Fast Track and MBA Ignite 2024 batch. MBA Fast Track, which is priced at 9,999, is currently available at just 3,999, while MBA Ignite, which was priced at 13,000, is now available at 6,999. In these batches, you get features like live and recorded lectures, 1,000 plus practice problems, 20 plus mock tests, weekly practice test with analysis, lectures which are delivered in Hindi plus English, and 24/7 doubt support. Also, for the first time, Physics Wala has launched GDPI preparation with expert and mentorship from top B school alumni. Also, there is a fresh offer on MBA Pro batch, which was priced at 30,999 earlier and is now available at 10,999. So, what are you waiting for? Go and register for these batches immediately. The links will be given in my description box. Also, if you use coupon code ACHAL500, you will get extra 500 rupees off on these batches. Tip number 3, craft a detailed study plan. Now that you know what your strengths and weaknesses are, you also know what your targets are, you need to focus on preparing a detailed study plan for yourself. This needs to focus on the weaker sections, but you also need to maintain your stronger sections. You need to allocate specific time slots for every section, and also don't forget to include time for mock tests. Stick to this plan religiously, but also you should be able to tweak it according to your progress. Now let's move on to section 2, and this section will be focusing on tips for quantitative ability. So tip number 4, master the basics. No matter how good you are at quants, you need to rely on your basics. You need to understand what the underlying concepts are. Just focusing on solving questions won't help. If you know what the basics are, this will help you to tackle the toughest questions in the exam very confidently. Tip number 5, practice daily. Quant is one of those areas where practice is very crucial. Start solving easier questions and gradually move to the tougher ones. It is important that you allocate at least 2 hours every day to solve quant questions. You can practice from previous year CAT questions, topic wise test, mock test, sectional test. Wide variety of questions are available in this kind of resources. Utilize them. Tip number 6, learn and apply shortcuts and tricks. Shortcuts and tricks are a lifesaver in quants, trust me, but they should be applied judicially. Shortcuts are a great time saver, but only if you are confident in their application, because accuracy is the key to this exam. Section number 3, verbal ability and reading comprehension. This is the most underestimated section, but it is the most scoring section if you approach it well. Mark my words, guys. So let's move on. Tip number 7, develop a reading habit. This might sound very easy and ridiculous, but you will understand the importance of this tip while writing the exam. Develop a habit of reading articles from magazines, newspapers, books, research papers, whatever it might be, because reading this kind of articles will help you get comfortable with diverse variety of content, and when you see a passage in exam that you are not familiar with, you can approach it confidently. Tip number 8, focus on critical reasoning skills. This is the area where most of the students lose their marks. Critical reasoning is not important just for RCs but for parajumbles and summary questions. When solving RCs, focus on the tone of the author, the intent and the underlying meaning of the passage. This will help you in answering questions more accurately. Tip number 9. Everyone says this: enhance your vocabulary. A good vocabulary is a great asset in a section like VRC. It will help you in RC as well as other verbal ability questions. Try to learn new words every day, their meanings and their usage. Maybe you can just maintain a vocabulary journal for yourself. You can also spend some time revising these words so that these words remain fresh in your memory. Section 4, data interpretation and logical reasoning. This section is generally seen very unpredictable, but with the right strategy, you can excel here too. Tip number 10, practice a variety of DILR sets. DILR is all about variety and practice. So make sure to practice at least 2 to 3 sets of DI and LR every day. Focus on sets with different level of difficulty and variety. This will help you in improving your problem solving speed, which is very important when it comes to DILR. Tip number 11, time management is very crucial. So when you are solving different sets of DILR, make sure that you set a timer and try to finish the set in that given time, because if you remain stuck in the same set for a long time, you will miss a lot of time from that section and you won't be able to solve as many sets as you target. Tip number 12, identify and solve high value sets. What does this mean? In the actual exam, not all the sets will be worth solving and worth your time. This is because some sets are more complex and time consuming than the others. So it is important for you to choose the sets that will require less time and give you more output. And you can attempt the tougher sets if you have time left. So it is better to focus on the simpler sets first and then on the tougher ones. Section 5, mock test and revision. Finally, let's talk about mock test and revision, which are very crucial in the last 3 months. Tip number 13, take regular mock test. Mock tests are the best tool for simulation of the actual exam. Start with taking one mock test per week and increase the frequency to maybe 2 to 3 mock tests per week as you approach the exam. This mock test will help you in fine-tuning your strategy, building your stamina, and accessing your preparation. You may also try to take this mock test on the specific time slot that you have been given for the exam, so your mind gets fine tuned to getting in that exam mindset. Tip number 14, analyze your mock test. Taking mocks is only half the battle, guys. Analyzing it is very important for improving your score. While I was taking CAT, my mentor always said spend more time on analyzing your mock than you spent on actually taking it. Look at your mistakes, figure out why you made it. Was it a silly mistake, or you are weak in that section, or it was just pressure that made you make that mistake? It is important to identify your weaker areas and start working on it immediately. Last but not the least, tip number 15, prioritize smart revision in the last month. In the final month, it is important for you to revise intensively what you have studied in the last 2 months rather than covering new topic. Go over your notes, go over the difficult questions and areas where you tend to lose marks. Make sure to revise all formulas, concepts, and tricks that you have learned in the last 2 months. Revision will make sure that everything stays fresh in your mind on the D day. That's it for today, folks. This 15 tips will help you to ace crack 2024 with that dream percentile. Remember, consistency, discipline, and smart work are the keys to crack this exam. If you stick to these strategies and tips, there is no reason why you can't hit that 99 percentile. Also, if you found this video useful, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and share it with fellow aspirants of CAT 2024. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that I keep on coming up with more videos like this. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. See you soon.